Okay, what's up, guys? We're gonna get back into this and get started very fast. Got my fireball. I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot of it. And I decided I'm going to be playing a fucking Crash Bandicoot game for the Game Boy. I always wanted these games when I was a kid, and I never got to play them. And I heard for a Game Boy Crash game, it was actually really good. This one, and I think it was Crash Fusions, the one where it was like the crossover with Spyro type thing. I always wanted to play it. And now I'm finally going to while drinking, so I couldn't ask for a better way to play a Crash game, honestly. Shot Fireball. There was a little bit of the remnants of the 99 watermelon, so this is probably gonna taste fucking awful. I'm gonna actually follow this up with another shot of Fireball because I really like Fireball. Oh god. I'm doing another shot of Fireball. God damn, that's so good. I don't even like whiskey. Like Crown or other whiskey. Like, I don't know any other kinds of whiskeys, but man. And just to keep things from taking any longer, I'm going to go ahead and get this going. This looks a lot like Crash Bandicoot 3. Whoa, he shrunk the world. I don't think it's taught me even that little Bandicoot. Oh, he's got the whole world in his hands. I'm taking a shot of that. You go, Cortex. You finally, you do you. God damn, I love Fireball. Oh, this is like Crash Bandicoot Warped. Oh my gosh. This is like a 2D Crash Bandicoot Warped. Can I? Yes, I can even ground pound. I'm like a fucking kid in a candy shop. And not one of those candy shops where the owner lures you into the back room and molests you, like an actual good candy shop. I can even do the slide jump. I am so happy right now. You have no idea. I always wish I had this as a kid. Like, what more could you ask for? A Crash game on a Game Boy to take with you anywhere. Just Jesus Christ. You have no idea how big of a Crash fan I am. Oh, man. And I mean, yeah, obviously the levels are going to be smaller. Like, duh. It's a Game Boy game compared to a PlayStation game. Like, look at the graphics. You can even crawl. You can even crawl. Oh my god. Like, anytime I play any Crash game, it automatically brings me back to memories of spending the night at my grandma's house with my PlayStation 1, which I actually just got yesterday. And we never had a memory card for it. And we had Crash Bandicoot 2 and 3. And I remember, like, that intro, I can about recite it word for word because I had to play through that damn thing so many times. And honestly, Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped is probably one of my favorite games of all time. Fuck, I just died. But, like, I know I probably got a huge bias and some rose-tinted glasses, but hey, apparently enough people like Crash to where they decided to do a fucking HD remake, so I must not be the only one with some nostalgic glasses, if that's the case. Bitch. Bitch. Oh, this must be the end of the level. Let me get that gem, boy. Yes. If only I had this as a kid. I swear to God, I would have came in my pants. Like, and it even has the same structure as Warped. Like, the second level is a water level. And, like, say what you will about water levels, the ones in Crash were, like, the cream of the crop of what a water level should be. And that's not even from a fan bias. Like, they're just easy to control, for one. They make sense in the game. I mean, as much as anything could make sense in Crash Bandicoot, because nothing really fucking makes sense. But like, they did water levels right. Like, fuck. Many games need to take a hint from Crash and learn how to design a water level. Because, like, you notice, you hear all these games when they're like, oh, water levels. But, like, you never hear anything about Crash's water levels. Because they were, like, they weren't the best, but they were solid. Fuck. They were solid. And even a Game Boy water level is pretty solid. I'm just not very good at it. Because using a shitty little Moga controller for a Game Boy game, using a joystick for what you're supposed to be using a D-pad on, it's it's quite the experience. You may think, oh, that would make it easier, would it not? Well, no, not when you can only use the same direction inputs that the D-pad had. It does not make it any easier whatsoever. Yeah, that's what I gotta say about that. And if these eels are anything like they were in Warped, you cannot kill them. So, I'm not even fucking trying it. Thank God for the checkpoint. But, like, oh my God, this is exactly what I would have wanted in a Crash Game Boy Advance game as a kid. Like, I would have been the happiest little fucking kid ever. God damn it. It's gonna be a long night. And it looks like I'm already halfway through this first episode. And I still got some drinking to do, boy. I guess after I beat, either if I get close to the 15-minute mark, or actually I might just start the next episode with a shot. That seems fair. Everyone else that does these drunk Let's Plays does that, so why the fuck can't I? Ooh, that was close. You can hit them in this game. Maybe you could hit them in Warped, and I was just a retarded little kid. You never know. And look, that box, 63. Yeah, boy. Give me that fucking gem. Alright. Temple of Boom. Oh, and Dingodile is going to be my first boss. That's neat. When I tell you I can obsess over some details in some Crash games, I'm not kidding. Like, I've barely played any of Crash 1, and I can name every single boss from it. Because your first one was, fuck. Now that I say that, I'm having a fucking brain fart on the... Is it Apu Apu? Or Pua Pua? The big fat guy? Hawaiian chief dude? I don't know why I'm asking. Like, it's not like you fucking tell me. Or tell me in the comments, like every other fucking YouTuber says. But, I think it's like Pua Pua or Apu Apu, something like that. And then there's Pinstripe, Cortex, fuck. I picked the wrong day to try and remember these guys. There was the big koala. There was Pinstripe. There was Pua Pua. I think it was Pua Pua. Pretty sure. And then, obviously Cortex. He was the main baddie. Fuck, that was stupid. And Engine. Or no, it was Embryo. That's right, because, oh, these boxes just explode when they hit the ground. Okay. It was Embryo. Because Engine, I don't think, showed up until 2. If I'm not mistaken. And they gave him that generic, like, yes, master, type voice. Which actually worked really well for Engine. He was actually one of my favorite characters from, he's like one of my favorite villains. Fuck. I mean, obviously the favorite villain is always going to be Cortex, because, like, whose favorite villain is not Cortex in the Crash games? If it's anyone else, like, you need to fucking check yourself, dude. Like, seriously. I mean, I guess I could understand Aku Aku or Entropy. Like, they're both really good. I like Entropy just because of his whole time manipulation thing. But, like, anyone else other than, like, those main 3? Because as much... Fuck, I've got to get the slide jump down on this thing. As much praise as Crunch gets, just the Wrath of Cortex just was... It was not... I mean, it wasn't a bad Crash game, but it wasn't a great Crash game. Like, let's be real. Like, really? The Wrath of Cortex? Fuck, I'm gonna have to kill myself. I mean, the biggest thing that was always off-putting to me were the graphics, like, the art style. Like, man, Cortex was so fucking ugly in that game. Like, he was the most, like, off-model character in that whole game, I would have to say. Like, Crash, he looked kind of funny, but, like, Cortex, he looked fucking Chinese. Nothing against Chinese people, but, like, Cortex doesn't look Chinese. I mean, yeah, he's yellow. But not, like, in the racist way, like, they depicted him, because that makes fucking Sony Entertainment seem racist, and not me for pointing that out. Right? Okay, I'm gonna try and beat this within the around 2.5 minutes that I have left for this episode. I doubt it's gonna happen, but hey, that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching. Oh fuck. Okay, so that is still a mechanic. No, it's not. You have to keep jumping. Or maybe you just have to have better timing than me. Come on. I said I was going to beat this in 2.5 minutes. Come on. Fuck. Come on. Oh, got it. Done. Leaving now. No. Okay. Thank God. Okay, let's run. Speed run this level. And I might go ahead and try and make it through the entire first world for this. Just so I'm gonna have to kill myself. Fuck, I can't even kill myself. I don't want to leave a box behind. Fuck. Maybe. No, there's no way I'm reaching that. God damn it. I wanted to show you guys how good at Crash games I am. That's cool. They're using enemies from Warped, because I definitely remember that pink bird. Fuck. And actually, all of these levels, or this level specifically, is very... Looks very Crash 3D inspired. And I'm a big fan of that. Let's be real. Precision platforming, boy. Oh, fuck. I don't have a red gem. God damn it. I'm not killing myself because I am not losing Aku Aku. I know some people will call him Aku Aku, but actually it's Aku Aku. You retard. Do not fucking get it wrong. It's Aku Aku. Oh, fuck. I almost missed that platform completely. I wonder if Crash still does his little dance. I mean, he obviously doesn't do it after you collect the gems like he did in 2 and 3. But, I mean, hey, it's understandable. GBA limitations. Whatever. I ain't that concerned with it. Because if we're being completely honest, those plants don't look that convincing to me. But hey, it is what it is. That bums me out. You can't do that as fast. Basically, my favorite thing was just make him dance. Oh, that one fucking bucks. Okay. That's going to be it for the first episode. So, I'm probably uploading this first episode tonight, since the only thing I think I've uploaded was that stupid little fucking Pokemon Go video. So yeah, that's going to be it for the first episode, and I'm going to see you guys in tomorrow. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow, but it's going to be still tonight. Like, you get how these things work, hopefully. I'll see you later.